And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why, despite me, everybody going, don't use dampeners, it's so inefficient, is why I always use dampeners.
Faceplant. What? Hey, dude.
What?
There's another Cerberus. That's
Well,
another Botany Bay.
what, do we, do we, do we, do we, do we, do we, do we,
Ah, I don't know.
do we,
I don't know.
do we,
Fuck it, let's
do
go.
we? Okay, I promise we'll get to Mars eventually.
Eventually. This is why you don't send pirates on exploration.
Right.
And it's stationary, just like the other one was.
Yep.
That's interesting. Whew. How did I get back here?
Goofiness. I don't
I
know.
guess so. Oh, my dampener's on. Okay, so I know we need guns now because that other one kind of owned us a little bit.
Yeah.
Do we want to move the ship of fools closer to it? So do we have a close place to spawn?
I don't know.
You know, keep it within 2,000 kilometers? Or not 2,000, 2 full kilometers so nothing can target us.
We can.
Yeah, let's do that. That way if we get shot and killed, we don't have to fly so far back to get to it.
I don't know. I don't think we have the stuff on board to make guns. Well, there's a danger. We don't know if it'll summon drones.
That's true. Now that the drones are working. There'll be others. There'll be others.
Well, we can always GPS here and fly back and hope it's still here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. New current position. And I'll
Sure.
call this Sir Burris. I guess I spelled that right. Turn it off for the time being.
Yep.
Close enough.
Cerberus 2. We can call this one the Bounty. The name that I intended to call this Botany Bay. Okay, you have control of the ship, I think. Are you sitting?
I am, but it's not the main cockpit.
Okay. I can't say go forward.
Now can you?
Yes.
Okay. And now you can't.
No, I was waiting till you sat down
Okay.
because I didn't want to throw you around.
I appreciate that. Take my helmet back off, so I ain't wasting my oxygen.
Good idea.
Bye, baby. We'll be
Bye-bye.
back. We'll be back. Maybe.
Good lord, our resources that we're gonna.
I know. But I think you're right. I think if we get too close to that thing, we're gonna get swarmed.
And really,
This is
we are not.
This is not an attack ship.
Yeah. Probably our best thing is going to be to go get the sled and
Then jump there.
and the Jenna
Yes. There we go.
and just fly those. Okay, and we are in
Yep.
Planetary.
Here we go.
And I have turned off, or I'm not using thrusters right now. And I am going to try and align us more with the ground. so that our downward thrust actually does.
what it does.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh man, we're finally getting here. This will be 2 planets we've conquered, more or less. Well, not conquered yet. Landed on at least. Crashed on one. Landed on one.
Right.
So, well, 1 planet, 1 moon. Soon to be another planet.
Actually, I'll turn dampeners on, but turn the hydrogen off
There you go.
so that the oxygen thruster or the thrusters themselves, the jet engines or whatever you want to call them,
Hmm.
will catch us.
Right. We'll have to land very, very softly because we don't have any feet.
Right.
Or leave it hovering for a few minutes and put some feet on it when we get there.
Right. Who do you think put the SOS down?
I'm wagering whoever evacuated that station back there.
Yeah.
And that's a very high orbit, but that's close enough to get to and fro this planet pretty easily.
Yeah.
So maybe there was an attack and they. But they're so well armed. Who the hell could have? But there's no damage either.
Right.
I mean, maybe it could have been a research station. Maybe there was a viral outbreak or something.
Maybe. I mean, that would make sense if it was a virus outbreak.
Yeah,
Why you'd leave everything spaced?
right. I mean, not too much stuff survives in space, so
Yeah, only a handful.
yeah,
I'm happy we didn't dock to it.
yeah.
Who knows what could contaminate us? Hopefully, we didn't didn't do a film or something and contaminated our ship. But
I hope not. We weren't that close to it.
yeah,
Then again, we were both inside of it.
yeah.
If I start foaming at the mouth, you got permission to shoot me.
Okay. All right.
Not something to really be joking about, but hey, gotta lighten mood somehow, because that's creepy now that I'm thinking about it.
One of our reactors is off,
What?
but in the menu, I can't find it.
What?
Maybe it's out of uranium. Maybe that's the issue.
I see 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 reactors.
Yes,
And you said
but one is red.
not for me.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Okay.
Space engineers. Why you do this? Why do you wait till after we praise you for being a lovely, wonderful game to start doing things like this? Why?
Right. I have yet to see an atmosphere effect.
Not yet.
I hope this planet has an atmosphere.
Would be nice, otherwise we're gonna have to keep hunting for ice. And from the
Otherwise,
position, the ice is very far away.
well, there is some ice. You can see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The ice that you can see is a considerable distance.
All right. I'm.
Holy moly. Look at that giant pimple to the left over there.
Good lord. Yeah. Planets are potatoes.
Yes, they are.
Okay. I'm too nervous after that experience we had on the alien planet.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not take. Oh,
I'm
no.
I'm turning the hydrogen thrusters on.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, there we go. I wasn't responding for a second. That scares me.
We got a actual long ways to go to.
Yep, we're now falling at full tilt.
That SOS isn't on this side of the planet.
No, it is not. Alright. That's gonna make things a little more difficult.
Eh.
And we just hit proper atmosphere because we're slowing down.
No, I just the we weren't free falling. We were also moving.
Ah, gotcha. Gravity's at almost zero point 0.5 gravity. Jeez.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I'm gonna. We are slowing down significantly, so
Mm-hmm.
we're 10 kilometers up though. Then that's make or 11, and the fact that the hydrogen is all we're using is
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Because the atmospheric thrusters we got are physic physically more than enough. We've already tested that, and that was on the
yeah.
alien planet.
As long as there's atmosphere here, you know, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. Oh no.
I'm also trying to go controlled down,
70%.
see if we get low enough for the atmospherics to kick on. That'd be nice.
Would be nice.
I know the moon has no atmosphere, the Earth's moon, but
Right.
I don't know about Mars.
Well, if it's anything like the real Mars, it's a very thin but real atmosphere.
Right. My understanding is the real Mars thrusters, like what we're using, the fan thrusters and things like that,
Right.
would work.
Right. How we doing on distance? 'Cause I can't see them right now.
We're about 90 kilometers from the SOS point, straight line. We're about 3 kilometers off the surface.
And still no Atmos?
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. It's probably safe to assume that there isn't one. And then again, the atmospheric thrusters aren't doing their idle spin. Those things are getting it right now.
Oh, when I press down, I actually see down thrust.
So they are working then.
Yeah,
Okay. But maybe it's
yeah. That
we're good.
I turned off the hydrogen.
Yep, we're actually going back up in hydrogen. And we're not plummeting? We're not.
Nope.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yep.
Probably wasted a little more hydrogen than we should have, but I think we have plenty of ice to resupply.
I'm not worried about it. We can fly. We
Not to,
can go anywhere we want
yes,
on this planet.
not to mention we have ice out the bunghole on here right now too. Okay. The hmm, the landscape seems fairly smooth.
Yeah. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to building some wheeled vehicles.
And now we're back off of not camera. You know, it'd be a real shame that we don't decide to stick around here very long. I wouldn't mind want to build a few things here.
We can go as long as we want.
That's true.
It's not like we're under a time limit.
No. Then again, we really don't know what this SOS is up here either. We may find that we need to ditch and run.
Hmm.
Because don't forget, I flew with pirates and am a pirate. That is a common tactic.
True.
Are you still pressing down? Because we are still dropping a little bit.
Yeah, we're angled down a little,
Okay,
mostly because if I don't, we'll just keep going up once we crest the horizon.
true.
I was going to try and keep us at about 2 kilometers or so
Gotcha.
up. The ship of fools has surprisingly been a very good ship.
It's been a wonderful ship. I've in creative, I've been working on what I want the Big Bob Mark II to look like,
Yeah,
and it's actually resembling in somewhat style of the Ship of Fools a little bit.
really.
A little bit. You can kind of see some of the influences, but it still has me smeared all over it. But basically, what I've done is taken the idea of a separable jump section
Yeah,
and literally everything except for the drill head to be there. The drill head to be its own separate ship with plenty of thrust that can mine, come back, dock, unload, and jump to the next asteroid.
nice.
So it's sort of a trailer idea like Epic did. A jump trailer.
Yeah, our sled is a little different than his trailer,
A wee bit.
which I'm happy about.
Hmm.
We want you can take similar ideas, but you to duplicate it
Sure.
now. Now, since we're kind
Another screenshot.
but the uh, since we're off camera at the moment,
Uh-huh.
I'm since we're coming at an angle different than what I expected.
Hmm.
I am going to swing wide to the left and come in across the front of the base.
Okay. We'll just jump cut to that point. There is a lot of resource spots on this thing.
Uh huh.
They are scattered everywhere.
Also, there's a lot of ice under the ground on Mars that
Uh-huh.
is not marked as a resource spot.
Right. Well, dude, this entire cap is solid ice.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, Mars. So I'm assuming you've heard the news about the new system they found. Trappist,
Yeah.
whatever they called whatever the hell they called the system. It's amazing.
It. Yeah. People are jumping to conclusions, though. Release
Oh, sure.
thing.
Just because all those planets are in the habitable zone doesn't necessarily mean they're habitable. It's just
Right.
there's a possibility of it. But the possibility of one of them being able to hold life is pretty high with that number of them
Yeah.
inside of the Goldilocks zone.
You know what I would have named that system?
What would you name that system?
Corellia.
Corellia.
Yeah. Han Solo's home system in Star Wars.
Ah, okay.
It's a system that was artificially built
Hmm.
and had 7 planets around the star that were all habitable.
Nice.
They end up the station that built the um, uh, built the Carillion system
Hmm.
through like it would send tractor beams out and tractored planets over to Corellia for them to build there. Um, they figure out how to turn on, and in one massive battle, they fire the tractor beam, except it's pushing things,
Hmm.
and they just wreck an enemy fleet because they just everything in the way just gets shoved straight in a line
Nice.
with the power of something that could say move a planet.
Mm.
Only downside, the Carillions had started to colonize the, uh, in essence, reactor chamber
Hmm.
because it was massive. And when they turned it on and did that, it cooked everybody inside.
Oh, good lord.
Several 100 million people were just cooked.
Why did they inhabit it? Did they not know what it was?
No, but for millennia, multiple millennia, they nobody had figured out how to use it,
Oh.
and the Skywalker children, Leia's kids, inadvertently turn it on through the Force.
I gotcha. This takes place in between the old movies and the recent episode 7, I'm assuming.
This is pre Disney purchase, so
Okay.
this didn't actually happen anymore.
Ah, I see. Gotta protect the children. No death. Even though we watch several people get hung, killed, and otherwise die in other movies. Anyway.
No, it's basically Disney said everything in the expanded universe. Well, what they said was the only things that are canon and to any media that we produce from here on in the future are from what we purchased are the movies, the 6 movies.
Mm,
Actually, no, they didn't say the 6 movies. They said the live action movies, which that means it includes Christmas special,
oh.
and they include um, the Clone Wars cartoon.
Okay.
That's why it was such a big deal when Thrawn was introduced in the cartoon.
I hadn't watched much of it. I mean, what I watched I enjoyed, but I hadn't seen much of it.
Thrawn was the first Chiss introduced,
Okay.
which very basically they're hyper. Uh, I don't want to say xenophobic, but close to it. Um, Race that lives in the uncharted region that are really good tinkerers
Mm-hmm.
and really good at doing